We love hip hop.
All right. So if I go to this post here, Universal fumbles the bag.
I can say this shit because, you know.
Go look in the likes. Actually, let me play the clip.
Oh, Universal still owe me money. All right. So Ivan, you done know. I'm waiting, my homie. And so I got into the office for a meeting and they said, JB Drake just left. And he said he just asked for $1 million. And we sat there and we laughed. We said, oh shit, you giving $1 million? Give me $1 million too, bro. Give me $1 million. And they said, no, man, we know we can't do that in Canada. And then he left from there, went to the States with his lawyer. And that's when he got signed to Young Money. Almost the next week.
Crazy.
So he realized that the Canadian side wasn't going to give him what he wanted.
They laughed at him.
Wow.
They fumbled the ball.
Yeah, that was Ivan Evidente fumbled that bag. He told him he could not give him $1 million. They should have figured it out because he was on Degrassi and he was the first. This is how a lot of people don't understand how Drake came to fame. It was a lot of hard work. He even introduced him to his dad when they were outside Richmond Street. You know, the club zone. Everyone's outside into the club. He's like, yo, this is my dad. I remember because me and my homies were there. We were throwing some parties. And I remember I had flyers in my hand because my homie were just, you know, just giving this to some girls or some shit. And he's like, yo, JB, this is my dad. I said, oh, okay, boom, boom, boom. But what got him to his popularity was he was the first Canadian rapper on blogs.
Yes.
So that was when blogs just started. Perez Hilton and all these people just came out.
Let me address this question here because I think this is a great question. Big salute to Juicy Hamburger. Says, you think Drake would have been Drake if he signed to Universal Canada? Hell no. $1 million and all. I'm sure they would have tried to make back their $1 million, but they would have probably made back like 10. You feel me? They went for the gusto, like, let's make $1 billion, like how Universal in America is made, right? If Drake is a billionaire or quote unquote a billionaire, because it's never been reported if Drake's a billionaire. But if they're saying that Drake is a billionaire, imagine how much Universal in America has made. You know what I'm saying? Trust me. Shice's Bud says, is the live over already? No. We live right now, bro. You in the chat. You out here, bro. But yeah, it would have been a whole different way. The way these labels have just messed up so many guys' careers over here in Canada, giving them lowball deals, and, you know, just taking their, when they do sign them, just crashing their careers by trash promotion, making them switch their image up, slow rollouts, all types of dumb, stupid shit that maybe would have not happened if they were signed to an American label. I'm not even trying to, because, like, listen, salute to Ives, okay? I went to school with Big Ives. That's my homie. I'm not even trying to diss any of those people over there, okay? But as far as Universal Canada, Sony Music Canada, Warner Music Canada, all of those things, salute to all of them. But they really can't help an artist get international fame. They might be able to help you in Canada, but international fame, that shit ain't happening, bro. Okay? And I don't mean to shit on their business because they might be trying to sign somebody right now who's listening to this like, oh, bet, thanks, Friday. I was about to sign with him. Well, you know what? If they're interested in you, and I feel fucked up saying this because they are my peoples, if they're interested in you, then somebody else will be interested in you too. Okay? I know a lot of people want to change their situation, get out the hood, like, yo, just go for the first thing that comes up. Nah, bro. If Universal Canada's interested in you, then keep on doing your thing because Universal in America might be interested in you. And then you know what? You might fuck around and not need any of the labels. So, yeah, that's my advice. But I pulled up this post to show you guys the likes. If you see in the likes, Champagne Poppy. Let me pull it up again. Boom. Champagne Poppy in the likes. Okay. So you did all of this glazing, didn't even post. And this is not even just to the one or two people that I have an issue with me. This is to all of the Canadian blogs that decided to cut off their noses to spite their face. You made sure to, I'm not going to piss off Drake by reposting the piss story when the man's in the comments having fun, okay? He responded to the shit, Cool. You should have reposted that so that you can get some more money for your little stinky ass blogs, but you didn't. And now academics is talking about it. All right. And then shortly after, he's still in the post commenting on shit because y'all are doing all this shit for nothing. I eat that thing. The nigga don't respect niggas who just glaze him and can't keep it real. Nobody respects that. Who's gonna respect somebody who you know is lying to you? So then this happened. I made another post and I was talking about, and if you see the thumbnail here, it says Toronto rapper said no to a Drake feature. Because once upon a time, Toronto rappers was on some, yo, oh, that nigga soft. Oh, yo, isn't that the kid from the TV show? And let me just play the clip.
Were
That's
you
crazy.
and your fellow rappers at the time viewing Drake during his come up? Was he accepted? Was it rejection right away because it was a different style of rap?
So my homies used to always tell me, yo, you should just do a track with him, right? And me, because we're on a different whatever, well, I don't know, whatever.
Wavelength,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's just different. But a lot of people are doing music in Toronto or in Canada, but you just didn't mess with everybody. But I did not hate him.
Yeah.
They say I opened up for his first performance.
Let's keep it real, JB. Niggas was ducking the Drake feature back in the days. They're like,
You know what I'm
that
saying?
shit is that's soft shit. We on some hard shit
But
over
the
here.
option was there. Like
The option was there,
Oh
fam.
my God,
My
you guys
camp had the
fumbled.
option too,
Yeah.
fam. And man's them, I had to beg these niggas, and they never did it, bro.
Yeah. And I didn't ask him to do a feature.
Yeah.
But
I was upset for real. I was not even playing it up for the cameras. I was upset for real.
I just knew that I should have just to
Right,
keep
it's
it in the
just-
tuck.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And now it has just been this.
I lost my shit, bro. Because I just, like, my mind goes back, right? And salute to my Empire brothers, okay? I'm not even to say all my people. That's my brothers, okay? But they had the same mentality as Nuff Mans. Like, and not to say that Drake was begging for features, okay? Let me not get that twisted. Drake wasn't running around here begging mans for features. It was like, me and salute to Johnny Jibbs, that's my homie Johnny Jibbs, he said, yo, y'all niggas need to do a song with this guy. He's on the way up, okay? We used to share the same studio over there on Sudbury Street, there in Liberty Village or Parkdale, whatever people them want to call it now. All right, big salute to 40 OVO, Noah Shabib, aka Bibber, and he was our engineer and our producer, and we were cooking up the Empire album, the Get It album, which I have somewhere around here. I'll find it. Okay. Fuck it. I'll find it in a second. But yeah, we were cooking up the Get It album. Here it is. Big salute to DJ Law. He found this for me. Pow. Hip hop history right there. Okay. Easy Factor says Boy Wonder been playing chess the whole time. Listen, fam. We had Boy Wonder beats first, and I'm not even trying to make this like a Drake indictment, whatever. I'm just trying to show you. You blog niggas, you just came around here the other day, bro. I known the man for 20 fucking years. Just chill. Let me talk my shit. Holy. But like I was saying, we be in the same studio. We in there. He's recording freaking songs that for So Far Gone. We didn't know it was So Far Gone, but we were just like, man, they're recording tunes. And we were in there recording tunes. And eventually, shit went left. I'm not gonna lie. Mans were salty. Yo, what the fuck? Yo, 40, yo, who's this guy? Why is he in here? Like, it's our time, bro. Like, yo, man, the man's bleeding into our studio time, fam. What go on? How'd he get in here all of a sudden, bro? Like, yo, is your brethren? Is there a new brethren, dog? I can keep it real. I got self-awareness. I ain't got no shame in my game. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm still a man by realizing that we made the fucking mistake. But me and my homie, Johnny Jibbs, we used to be like, you niggas need to do a song with this guy. You're better working with him than against him. Niggas didn't listen. So let's finish this.
Smarter move, but
exactly.
God bless him. I'm trying to do business with OVO in a totally different way that could have never benefited me like a song would.
Exactly.
You know, so big up to Drex. Still out here. I'm still waiting for you, homie. I'm still waiting for you. We got big business to do.
Yeah. And I cut that clip right there. Drex, that's the CEO of OVO. Okay. He also helped to found, he's the one of the founders of the Remix Project. Big salute to Gavin Shepard. All right. Drex used to be an artist, a rapper. I got 2 songs with Drex. You feel me? Like, man, them were around each other for a long time. This is not new. We ain't new to this. We true to this, nigga.
And not to circle back on the feature thing, but not only JB and the Empire camp, anybody out there, y'all know where you're at. You said no to a Drake feature at one point. Over here in Canada, Toronto rappers.
We love hip hop.
Factory. We're hating ass niggas. So Drake jumped in the comments and he said, Friday, this one hit your heart. I can tell. I felt that. Said I had to beg the man them. What the fuck is wrong with this guy? This guy's a comedian, bro. Oh. Why so many M's, bro? I had to beg the man them. Don't lie, though. I came to that cypher and fucked it up. He did mess up. Yo, he did go through. He fucked up the cypher, bro. I didn't even realize this man remembered the story, brethren. So I'm going to take you guys through some lore. We're going to break the story into 2 because there's a whole rap beef that's brewing that happened off of these comment sections. Okay? Like, I don't know, bro. I was ready to start the live, and then all of a sudden, boom, boom, boom. Content gods. Ah! So once upon a time, mans used to be at these bars on College Street. Okay? They use like places like China Doll and different places. The place that we used to go to was called China Doll. Right? It's like a little sliver of a bar on College near Bathurst. For the people who are in the GTA or in Toronto, if you know, you know. Okay. And big salute to Freddie Fame. He used to hold mad rap shows over there, and the shows used to be fire. But whatchamacallit? Like, Empire was running shit back then. That's a 6-man crew. We could split the crew up into different 2-man crews and solo artists and all types of shit. So we be in there performing like almost every week. And I think it was more than one time. It wasn't just one time that this nigga jumped into cypher. But when I first, and I won't even say met Drake, but knew that he existed, is when this nigga jumped into a cypher. Because back in them times, right, back when rappers used to love rapping, when you come outside of the hip hop jam, there's the chance that a cypher is about to start. You know what I'm saying? While everybody's outside smoking, chilling out, doing, just liming after the club is done, a cypher might end up breaking out 4 or 5 mans, and then a bunch of people all around watching the shit. Niggas is like, you might have one guy, right? And not super old school, like back in the days beatboxing. I'm talking like really high level beatboxing or no beatboxing. You feel me? And sometimes niggas would have a beat running. You know what I'm saying? My homie Trey, the rhyme animal, he used to have the backpack radio. So sometimes he could just run some beats out of there, and mans will start spitting crazy rhymes, bro, like crazy shit. Next thing you know, this tall, lanky ass, skinny nigga come into the cypher, okay? Stick his head in the cypher and because Drake voice is like a little bit like he has like a treble on his voice, right? So back then he was like way more treble on it. You know what I'm saying? So he'd be like, I don't got no bars to remember, but it was like very bar heavy, and niggas is like, who the fuck's this kid? We weren't even like, yo, no, that's the kid from Degrassi, because we were already like mandem, like we weren't kids, right? So we weren't watching Degrassi, so we weren't like, yo, what's the Degrassi kid doing here? We were just like, who's this youth? Why is he so nice? You know what I'm saying? It was just like, what the fuck? Yo, All right, okay, well, I'm going home. Cypher done. Man was nice. Okay, I'm saying we were there. And for all those people who talk all that shit about the ghostwriting and all that, he didn't ghostwrite the freestyles that he was dropping in a goddamn cypher. Mans were there. Comments over here. Holy. The live is acting crazy today. Next thing you know, we're flipping beats like pancakes, dropping bars like they're hot potatoes, and Toronto's just vibing, thinking we're regular goofballs. Who the fuck is this in the comments? One night, I roll up to the studio, right? And Drake's there sipping orange juice or something. Owl on the wall, just staring like, you guys serious? Who is this, bro? Is this Drake? No, I'm playing. But yeah, that's why he said that. Okay, I'll even take you guys deeper into the lore because, like I was saying, there was a once upon a time, Mandem had beef, bro. It wasn't that sweet, and I want to say beef to the point where, like, if we seen Drake, it was on site, but like we were taking jabs at each other back then. All right, let me pull up something. Since I'm the history man here. Let us go into and make sure to hit that like button because the bots are out there. They're glazing for no reason. The free glazers are out there putting dislike bots on the video. So let's make sure to drown out the amount of likes that are dislikes that these guys are trying to put on the video. Let's play this. Big salute to Adam Bomb.
Do you know who I am? When belly sells like Ron, I test only fewer. Yogi Stewart ain't the biggest waste of dough on a man. Damn. Daniel's a wrestler now. Guess the pizza pocket checks got stretched somehow. Frankiano on the gym and thrust each class. But Crumple's still unemployed, plus he trash. So how he gonna possibly stack his bread? If we all struggling, then that kid's dead. We got skills, we just gotta get rappers fed. So I'm the last one that laughed and said,
Stop. Ooh. Y'all don't know about these gems over here. These are some serious back in the day gems. But I think this is where the issue started between us and the boy. Okay.
We have this breaking news. Canada fucking sucks.
yeah, now let me tell you about some rappers that I actually know. Hate my guts, but wanna give that to me though. This little industry puppet name.
I think that's what it was. Can I play that part again? And I remember back then times I was like, who you talking about? And even Adam wouldn't let me know.
Yeah, now let me tell you about some rappers that I actually know. Hate my guts, but wanna give that to me though. This little industry.
Hate my guts, but wanna give dap to me though. Because I remember. Yo, this is why niggas hate me, bro. They're like, Friday, what? Why do you have to exist and do this? Why don't you just be a failed rapper? Because if you're a failed rapper, then we don't have to hear nothing from you anymore. But because I ain't, and we got a poppin' ass podcast over here, I got the content. So once upon a time, we did a show over at the Queen Victoria Hotel, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. I don't remember the hotel. It was on Front Street. Y'all know that big ass hotel on Front Street. I think it's called the Queen Victoria Hotel. Okay. And it was a show being put on by Flow 93.5. Big show. All right. And it was like a contest that was going on for multiple weeks where people were submitting their songs, and the final two songs songs was Empire, Nowhere. Okay, big salute to Cade, who was on the hook for Nowhere, and Drake featuring Trey Songz, Replacement Girl. All right, pay attention, gang. I'm about to take you on to some story time right here. Let's go.
We love hip hop.
So, Royal York Hotel. Thank you, Bud Tender Dad. Okay. Royal York Hotel. Gracias. Okay. Hotel's crazy. We're inside of this place. We're like, yo, fam, yo, we gonna make it, bro. We gonna get signed, bro. Okay. And we're the finalists. We got to perform the song. Trey Songz wasn't in the building, but Drake performed the song. And then it came down to the judges, and Replacement Girl took the win. Drake hit the stage. He was like, yo, I want to thank everybody for this award. I want to thank Empire guys, because, you know, these guys, like, there's some solid competition. One of the realest crew. You know, like, he did the Drake thing where, like, he super compliments the loser, makes it feel a little bit like a winner at the end, but you still lost, nigga. You lost. But he was like, these guys right here, though, I'm paraphrasing, but basically it was like, I win, but these guys right here, though, they the ones. Like, no, nigga, you got back in the van. It was like, you stupid ass niggas, you lost. So, I think during that time, there was a lot of handshaking going on, daps at the shows, right? Daps at the shows.
Yeah, now let me tell you about some rappers that I actually know. Hate my guts, but wanna give dap to me though. This little.
You were there, Jeremy? Or Jamie, I mean? Or Jamil, my bad. Jamil Brown. You were there? For real? That was a classic night, bro. But I think from there, the animosity was just kind of started from our side. Because, man, I wasn't bitter, but the man them were bitter. Okay, maybe I was bitter back then too, but it was a long time ago, all right? I'm bringing up old shit. But then... Okay, and then we can finish this bar here.
Industry puppet name.
This little industry puppet name, and then the song ends. Because back then, people thought, my Empire crew included, why is this guy getting all the play on Flow? Okay, because at first he was getting played on Project Bounce and all of those more underground stations, college radio stations, places like that. You know what I'm saying? Salute to P+, one of the first people who ever played his records, if not the first person. Okay, but because his image wasn't as hardcore and he wasn't a knucklehead like a lot of the rest of these Toronto rappers were back in the days, he got his music that was more palatable and able to play on the radio. And then niggas got salty, just like how they were salty at Cardinal and Chaclair and all of the rest of the mans that were used to get played on the radio. I have mad interviews where niggas talk about this shit. I'm not the only one who talks about this. Okay, so he responded, and I'm probably gonna get a copyright for this, but fuck it, we'll take it out later. All right, y'all remember Ignorant Shit featuring Lil Wayne, So Far Gone album? This song was actually made twice. Okay, so the first time that he made it was a solo song from the So Far Gone first release, and then when Wayne signed him, they re-released it with Wayne features on it. All right, Jamil, just keep me, if you were really there from back in them times, like, keep me straight on my facts from the back in those days. Is that facts? Like, he re-released So Far Gone more than once. Okay, like there was the first release that was like the more local one, and then when he had blown up a little bit, they were like, all right, let's spice this up and put this out again. All right. So correct me if I'm wrong.
Group of 7 on my grain.
Let me see if I can find a place because I don't want to get a copyright.
Niggas be eyeing me all hard and lying today.
Okay, here it is. Okay. And he might deny it, but you took a shot at us back then, bro. This is like 2009. Oh my God. I'm telling you, bro, we got a long history, bro. I feel like I bring the story up like every few years. Oh, that's what old heads do.
Into my peers lane, same dudes
And this thing is, I know. Let me play the bar.
swerving right into my peers lane, same dudes that used to holler my engineer's name.
I'm swerving right into my peers lane. Them same dudes that used to holler my engineer's name. Bars. Hold on, let me make my screen bigger. Got you niggas. I didn't listen, niggas is like, oh, Friday, you ain't a good rapper. You can only appear on a couple of our tracks. I was the manager and executive producer. You niggas, he got him. Took a headshot at you niggas. Pow. Do it again.
Them became bigger, swerving right into my peers lane, same dudes that used to holler my engineer's name.
Woo. And these niggas got upset. What? Same niggas. What? Yo, 40. How you let the man go crazy? Yo, this is listen, real Toronto lore right now, okay? Yo, 40. How you let the man go crazy on the man them like that, bro? Oh my God. Yo. Man's there cheesed. Okay? And then he said it wasn't for us. He said it was for some R&B ass nigga named Marcus Voice, who also used to be engineered by 40. So I say all that to say, when niggas talk about all of this shit from back in the day, like, yes, bro, we were there, fam. The lore is long. Okay? He might deny it, but the man dissed. And then, you know, we got cool after that. It's not like Manson kept some kind of issue forever. Like, but this is how far we go back.
Thanks for watching.
If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.